talk about the 49er faithful, man. Let's talk about your 49ers. Listen, a lot of respect to Kyle Shanahan and his crew. Listen, that is one heck of a football coach because Kyle Shanahan has always been a good play caller, but he tailors his game plan to the matchup and adjusts when he needs to. And you just have to respect it. That's old school football. That's not over scheming things. That's where I think a lot of people go wrong nowadays. They come to the game with a scheme and they don't break from that scheme. Kyle Shanahan he's old school. I love it. He's like his dad. He's like a modern version of his dad. And you guys got one heck of a coach. And here you are in the NFC Championship. But for you as a fan, what was it like? Because the season didn't start off too good. And now you're the hottest team in football. I think you guys won 9 out of the last 11 games, right?
Yeah. It's pretty exciting for me these last few months, and especially it was kind of exciting because we were on the teeter in those last 2 weeks, so I didn't know if we were going to make it. And then it was week 17, the Saints won and we won, so we had to wait till week 18 to punch our ticket, and then we ended up having to play the Rams to punch our ticket. So initially, I was moving around that day, and I'm watching from my phone. I say, "Dang, we down 17-3. It don't look like we're gonna make the playoffs this year. That's gonna be rough." I'm like, all right, it's cool. We had a couple injuries. It was a rough start to, already making the excuses. You know how we guys do this, man. We are, we're always running down the list. And then I come back to the game like third quarter, 17-17. Oh, okay, it's a game now. Then next thing I look up, we won 27, I think 24, something like that in overtime or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's good stuff. And we had already smashed them earlier in the year, 30-10. So I'm like, all right, it's good stuff. So we going into the playoffs. We knocked off our division rivals. We own the division for the most part, even though we were, kind of bad outside the division. We own the division. So going into the division, that's confidence going in there. And like I said, our game, the way we play, defense and running the ball, it travels to anywhere. Cold weather, hot weather, any team, any player. Because if we control the time of possession, we can beat almost anybody.
For the 49ers, it definitely looks great. So I want to ask you, Les, what do you think it's going to take for your boys to get number 6 this year?
To be honestly, I believe the defense and the running game will hold standpoint. It's going to come down to a timely throw that Jimmy's going to have to make. He's going to have to make a throw because he's going to have to play against either Cincinnati or Kansas City, and those offenses are ridiculous. And even as good as our defense is, with the playmakers they have on that offense, they're going to get some points. So we're going to have to match in some capacity. And I don't know if the running game is going to be good enough to get us 21 to 28 points. So at some point in time, he's going to have to hit somebody on a corner route, a seam route, post corner, something. He's going to have to drop it down.
So do you think that Jimmy is the guy? Do you want Jimmy to play next year?
I want Jimmy to play as long as Jimmy wants to play. But I'm not going to force Jimmy out because as bad as people say that Jimmy is and all the slack that they get him, Patrick Mahomes has like a 788 winning percentage. Jimmy's is like 765. So like I said, you take that overthrow away from him and he got a Super Bowl ring and Patrick don't. And is the conversation different now? Obviously it's not going to be different because Patrick is electric, but is the conversation different as far as, we giving Jimmy all this slack now? And I think he only getting the slack because, he's not really he's not the gunslinger, but he's a game manager that can make timely throws. And at the end of the day, you want your player to win. If he throw for 5,000 yards in the season and y'all go home in the first round, who cares? Who cares?
I felt that too. So you would say that Jimmy is a great game manager? Like, you don't think that Trey Lance could come in and do similar or perhaps better production?
Well, I'm going to trust the coaching staff on this Trey Lance situation, and if Trey Lance can, in the film sessions and in the practices, outperform Jimmy, then Trey got the job because I obviously know he's more athletic, but he has to have it up here.
Man.
And if he don't have it up here, we can't win. He could be as fast as he want to be, but he might run past something that he could have threw a dart down the field when he could have, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He could have threw it instead of running. And sometimes that's the problem with some of the quarterbacks that have legs is they run to the legs first before they look at what the coverages are doing and try to throw the ball over the top.
So let's talk about your Niners. Let's talk about this conference championship, right?
All right.
You got Niners, you got Rams. Part 3.
ELA, baby.
It is really hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened, but it's hard.
Well, to be fair, they've lost to us the last 7 appearances.
That is quite the stat.
Last 7 appearance, and they're 0-5 against Jimmy as a starting QB since 2017.
That is
And we have a very good defense and a strong run game and a great head coach.
Yeah. So who you got winning for your Niners?
I got the Niners winning.
Oh, obviously, right? Obviously.
I think Les is going for a repeat of freshman year of high school right now. Like, you better throw some money on this game.
Well, once I post this link for anybody who happened to watch this podcast, I'm taking all bets. Turn it down.
Right.
Turn it down. I already got a few bets in, and I'm taking more.